Good morning, boys and girls. Happy Tuesday. I hope your morning and your day is off to a wonderful start. Today we're going to do an activity together, but before we get to that activity, since we didn't have a video yesterday, we weren't technically in school yesterday, we had one of our friends celebrating a birthday yesterday. It was Melanie M's birthday. So can everyone say happy birthday, Melanie? Very good. Happy birthday, Melanie. We hope you had the most special birthday ever. All right, so we're going to get started. Today we're doing a sight word puddle. I keep saying puzzle, silly me. Puddle activity. Since it's been so rainy this week, I thought this would be the most perfect activity to get going. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to go through with you the steps we need to do until we get to play our game, do our activity. So the very first step is we are going to choose how to make our sight word puddles. So I'm going to give you a few ideas and tell you kind of what materials you'll need to do this. So we're choosing how we want to make our puddles. There are so many different ways to do this, so it's totally up to you. I'm going to give you a few ideas. One of my ideas was I just made blue puddles out of construction paper because I had construction paper at my house. So with my puddles, this is where you are going to then write your sight words. So I'm just going to think of one off the top of my head. C. So then you are going to use these puddles for your sight words. You don't need to write your word yet. We're just talking about different ways to do this. So you can use blue construction paper. That was one of the options. I also had, just laying around with all my desk supplies, I had some sticky notes. So these are great. It's okay if they're squares. They're still wonderful. You can color them blue, or if you have blue ones, even better. Okay, these could be made into puddles. I just had random white note cards laying around. You could use these for your puddles. You can draw a puddle on them. You can cut them into the shape of puddles. I also had little like cake plates. You could use these plates. That would be awesome. These are puddles. They're round. You could use your blue crayon or blue marker to make them blue. Like water. You could use any kind of notebook paper, regular paper, anything you can think that you can make into a puddle where you're going to write your sight words. Another idea, you could use Ziploc baggies. Anything, my friends. Be creative. Use your imagination. Think of anything you can use to make these puddles. Okay, so that was the first step. You need to choose how you want to make your puddles. The second step is you are going to pick 10 sight words to write on your puddles. So you need 10 puddles. So if you went and did it like Miss Lutz and cut out your puddles, you need 10 of these. So you're going to double check by counting to make sure you have 10. And then you're going to pick 10 sight words. Now, I posted a list of our sight words on Class Dojo. So your parents, your family should be able to see those. I posted it again just so you know. I also have some sight words on the board behind me that I'll show you in a second, okay? So pick 10 sight words, write them on your puddles. One sight word per puddle. Okay, so I'll have 10 puddles. All right, so that's your second step. After you go ahead and you write all of your sight words on your puddle, the next thing you're going to do is you are going to, you are going to lay out your puddles on the ground. So here's the thing. You can do this anywhere. You can do this inside. You can do this outside. Totally up to you. Obviously, if you're doing it outside, you want to pick a nice day. You don't want to do it if it's raining out. That would be a little silly. Unless you use something like plastic baggies. Those can get wet. That'd be great. But you want to lay out your puddles on the ground. I'm going to show you here on my board. I wrote some sight words puzzles and pretended that, there's a little glare, but that's okay. That this is what we're looking at. We're going to pretend this is my floor. This is my carpet. I wrote my sight words on my puzzles. I laid them out so they're all separate and you can see all my sight words. This will help you with writing some of your sight words, just some ideas for all the words. Remember, you can use any words on our sight word list. So I laid mine out. Now, what you are going to be doing is you are going to be taking your puddles not putting them on a board. You are going to lay them on the ground. So you're going to take your puddles and lay them all out separate from each other so you can see all of them laid out nicely on the ground, okay? So that's your third step. And then your fourth step is you will jump in your sight word puzzle and you're going to read the words. So there's two different ways you can do this. So your sight words are all laid out on the ground, your puddles, and if it's just you or a little brother or sister, that's okay. All you are going to do is you are going to jump on a sight word and say, I jump onto this sight word. What sight word is that? Like, oh my goodness, you guys are so smart. Very good. So I'm going to jump on my sight word and I'm going to say like. It's just like we're jumping in a puddle, okay? So you jump on your puddle, you say the word, okay? And then you're going to look around and you're going to pick another sight word. And you're going to jump in that puddle. So I'm going to jump in this puddle. What sight word is that? Do. Very good. Yeah, so I'm going to jump on it and I'm going to say do. Okay? And you're going to jump around to all of your different puddles that are on the ground. They're not on the board because silly me, I can't jump on the board. And you're going to say the sight word. Some other things you can practice while doing that is you could jump on a sight word. You could spell it. So I jumped here. M-Y. My. You can practice spelling your sight words. Or you can jump on a sight word and use it in a sentence. So if I jump on this sight word, what sight word is that? I. Very good. Can you think of a sentence that I could say when I jump on this sight word? Oh my goodness, I heard so many great sentences. Yes, I could say, I love jumping in puddles. I love school. Okay, so many different sentences you can come up with practicing your sight words. So you can jump from them, or if you have a mom or dad or a family member that's there to help you do this activity, you can make it a little more challenging. So they'll look at your sight words on the ground and they'll say, I want you to jump on the word are. And then you're going to have to look around at your sight words that are on the ground and you're going to have to find the word are. Where is it? Point to it for me. Very good. It's right here. And you're going to jump to that word. And then once you're on are, they might say, okay, this time I want you to jump on the sight word puddle that says me. So you're going to look around. Where is it? There it is. And then you're going to jump on that sight word. Okay? So, very fun activity. I'm actually going to go do it outside and I'm going to bring you with me. And I'm actually going to use sidewalk chalk since it's a pretty nice day out. It's not raining right now, so I'm going to do it outside with my sidewalk chalk and we can do it together. All right. So I'll be right back. All right. So before we go outside, I want to show you a way to make this activity even more fun than it already is because learning is already so much fun. But so since we're jumping in puddles, it's rainy. I thought, well, what do we wear to jump in puddles? What do we wear outside when it's raining? Absolutely. We wear our raincoat. So I'm going to put my raincoat on. Put this on. I'm going to zip her all the way up so I don't get wet. What's another thing that we wear outside when it's rainy? Rain boots, absolutely. So I went and got my rain boots upstairs. So I'm going to put these on. Because we jump in puddles in bare feet, that's not good. We're going to get soaked. If we jump in our socks, they're going to get wet. So what better to wear to jump in puddles than some rain boots? All right, so I have my rain boots. I have my rain jacket. And what can you use outside to protect your head? Yeah, to protect your body from getting wet, an umbrella. I'm still inside, so I am not going to open my umbrella inside. But when I get outside, I'm going to use my umbrella for this fun activity. You can hold on to your umbrella while you're jumping, okay? So I will be back. The next time you see me, we're going to be outside and we're going to get this thing going, all right? All right, boys and girls, so I'm outside. You can't really see my face, but that's okay. I wanted you to see my sight words I have here. I wrote them in chalk on the ground. I don't know if you can see them that well, but that's okay. They're there, I promise. Here, let me lift this up so you can see. I have all my 10 sight words written out on the ground, okay? So I'm outside. I've got my rain boots on. I've got my rain jacket on, which you saw me put on, and I have my umbrella. And I'm going to hold that above my head, which you can't see right now, but I'm going to start my game. So I'm going to close my eyes, and I'm just going to jump and see which puddle I land on. So eyes are closed, and I'm going to jump. And I'm going to look down at my feet, and I landed on the word you. So I'm going to say you. And then I'm going to spell the word you. Y-O-U. Then I'm going to close my eyes again, and I'm going to jump to another word. Be careful when you're jumping. I landed on the word the. T-H-E. Okay, like I said, you can read the words, spell the words, you can use the words in a sentence. If you have a family member outside with you, which I do not right now, you can have them say the word, and then you have to jump to it. All right? All right, boys and girls, so that's all for today's activity. I hope you have so much fun playing. Send me pictures of the different puddles you make. Get creative. I'd love to see all of your different ideas, okay? So have a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.